At some point, Marvel Studios is going to run out of actors and just be like, yeah, we'll take whoever's freed up. Shia LaBeouf, let's talk about him. Remember Shia LaBeouf as Mutt Williams? You probably don't. You have no idea what I'm talking about. Young Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones' son? Mutt Williams? Indiana Jones 4, everybody. We're getting a 5th one. They should bring Shia back. I was kind of being sarcastic and making fun of him. I actually really like Mutt Williams. I thought what they did with the character was decent, and it's really the only way they could take the character. He fit the bill. He straight up just acted like he was out of that time period perfectly. What held that entire back and everybody else's performance was, well, Lucas and team holding back that entire movie and the performances. But Shia LaBeouf is legit a good actor if you watch him in the good films he's in. Which brings me to Shia LaBeouf, because recently Variety reported that Marvel Studios is looking to bring Shia into the MCU. Sure, why not? Again, I don't have inherently a problem with Shia LaBeouf in any sort of way. I'm not somebody that's like, oh god, he ruined this franchise for me because he was in it. Look, he took a paycheck, okay? Sure, I like the first Transformers enough. After that, I think they just get worse and worse. I think he's had some up and down castings and jobs, but overall, if he gives it his all, he gives it his all. And like I said at the beginning, I thought he was one of the best parts of the last Indiana Jones film, and I hope they bring him back for the next one, because I think he's legit showed that he can put up what he needs to and deliver a stellar performance, even if the script isn't all there. So Marvel Studios looking at him apparently for something down the road is honestly, I think, in my opinion, a good get. Now, what could it be for? Who really knows? I mean, maybe he could play one of Mark Spector's personalities that manifests itself? That'd be kind of cool, right? What if different actors take on different personalities when they crack through and break out of Mark Spector? I mean, that would be amazing, right? Could you imagine how many different actors they could get to take on those types of roles? That'd be kind of cool. Maybe it's a little too far going into it with the whole schizophrenia thing, but that would be a great angle to take on. Look, I trust Marvel Studios and their castings at this point. I trust that they know what they're doing and the direction they want to go in. And a lot of times, and we've talked about this for forever now, every time Marvel Studios announces some sort of controversial casting, it turns out being pretty damn good, and it works out in the end. So whatever they decide to do, if they do cast them for something, I'm all here for it. Unless it's Mr. Fantastic, because that is not a good choice, I don't think. Unless Mr. Fantastic is going to be completely different, then sure. So who would you guys like to see Shia play in the MCU? Do you guys have any fan castings? Let's hear something original, not, how about Adam Warlock?